We have a game which will carry huge weight in this conference race. And the Mustangs ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands. Last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The Golden Bears offense will start this game off with the football. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Last time out in their victory, barely a ball hit the ground, more than 90% completed.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the big...
Lots of room to run. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cal.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So SMU's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB's speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
3rd and long coming up. Back to pass, it's Archer. Oh, pressure's coming. Soft spot in the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cal. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully. Oh, they block it. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Takes a hit as he fires. Right side, it's Singleton. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And, man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The misconnection leaves him with a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run inside. It's Edwards. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Archer. Got it. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Powers inside. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Still looking. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Archer. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. And the Golden Bears have this offense rolling. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires quickly. Hits him with a stiff arm. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, it's Edwards. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
2nd down to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets, right? If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. And he gets it away.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, Dave.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. Runs through the tackle. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Swarmed under, 5-yard loss on the play.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, trying to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hold, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Extending the play. He'll pull it down. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. He's got his man across the middle. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
2nd and long here. He's looking to throw. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
And the Mustangs will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air, it's Archer. Makes the grab. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Cal uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Golden Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires left. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found 0 answers in how to get back in this football.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback changing the play. Running inside. It's Edwards. Enough to move the chains. Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Golden Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Tough run here. It's Edwards. Here's a little room there. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the Golden Bears will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As always, Holly keeping an eye on the injuries. What's the latest?
Catching up with the Mustangs head coach at the half. Guys, the coach told me their running back will not return to this game. I could see that he has suffered some type of upper body injury. He tested it out several times here on the sideline, but ball security could be an issue. He is definitely out to start this second half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Motion from the wideout. Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Singleton. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
Looking for room. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, on Cal's sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Makes the grab. It's Edwards. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game, with the lead, you want to keep doing that. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Look out! And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Second down coming up. Pulls and fires complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Quick give. It's Edwards. Turning it on. He's at the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and 19 on the season.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Cal! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Fires to the right. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Off play action. Going to try to get it himself. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Golden Bears sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Golden Bears come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Dropping back, it's Archer. Here comes the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Rolls right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws quickly. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on second down. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Never getting stopped on that second down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on third down? And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. They'll ride him again. Sweet cut there. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Working the ground game. Got enough for the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
The kick is on its way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, on Cal's sideline, they are so hyped up for their running back. This star has proven that he is somebody who should be in the national conversation. Another stellar performance today, and we're not even done yet. Over 200 yards rushing. His team has the lead, and he has been someone they can lean on and count on every possession. Guys?
All right, Holly. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Archer. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Mustangs are threatening in the red zone. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.